What's up guys, TheMerryGamer here, and welcome back to another episode of Stellaris. So, from the last episode we did a little bit of exploring, we've kind of looked around a bit. We know one of our neighbouring solar systems, Alpha Centauri, hosts two very viable planets, and we've gotten a little update here. Traditions are now available, so I ended the episode right at the right time. So, as this guy will explain,
available to our empire. A tradition tree must first be adopted before any traditions within it can be unlocked.
So traditions kind of is pretty much how your race is portrayed in the universe, and you have to adapt the tradition first, and then you can start doing their perks. So each tradition has a certain amount of perks. So we've got expansion, domination, prosperity, harmony, supremacy, diplomacy, and discovery. I don't know really what's the best one. Like supremacy obviously is full like naval capacity and armor, and all about your war stuff and that. So I don't know if we want to come across as a supremacy. I don't know really what's the best one. Domination. If we do not impose our will on others, they will inevitably impose theirs on us. So it's like they all have their little slogan, discovery, our curiosity about the universe is what got us this far, and there's still so much left to discover. I feel like discovery or like harmony is a good, or almost like diplomacy is a good way of starting, because it's a nice sort of way of starting. Expansion, so colonization fever seems to have gripped the populace with enthusiasm, and patriotic fever grows for every new world claimed by our colonists. And capital buildings now produce one additional, so that actually helps build. I think not all this stuff do it, but I think this one helps build towards that. So if we want to expand, then that's a good way of doing it. If we want to be like discovery, harmony will help us make friends, among the stars. Or diplomacy, do we want to, start, intergalactic alliances and alien tourism and such. So there's some big decisions to be made on this tree. It's just a matter of where to start. Survey speed, research alterations. It's kind of more what these perks get you. Domination, governor level cap increased by 2, and empire leader cap increased by 2. Celebrity opinion increased by 20. Maybe expansion, because we are about to start expanding, so at least people are more willing to spend. Yeah, let's go for expansion, shall we? So we're aiming down this route. I don't know if there's a good or bad decision with this stuff, so we will we will find out. So, this thing's gonna do that annoying glitch. It sometimes fixes itself, but it still hasn't really done it. We're gonna go into another solar system today, so we're gonna grab this research guy. Actually, we'll grab you, because you haven't done as much, and we're going to send you to this one. We're going to survey that system, and we're going to grab you. And where's our next one going? In another direction. We're going to go in this direction, and we're going to survey this system. So these guys are going to head off. We're going to do more surveying. That's kind of the point of this game, to do that and build up some power, so we can go back to some of these worlds. Like Mars will be a great one, because Mars can be terraformed. So, but we need the good old tech to be able to terraform. So when we see that in the research habitable world surveys, we now know without a doubt that thriving biosphere is not something unique to Earth. Both scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalogue these life forms we encourage are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary survey efforts on habitable life-bearing worlds. begin the World Survey event, or we have more important things that does get us influence. We kind of need the influence. We'll take the influence at the moment. Influence is something that you do need for the bigger picture. So by doing that, it gives us some stuff. So this is the research meters, and then we can kind of see what we've got. We can see what has been researched. So this is the stuff that has been researched, which was already given us by the start game. So we've got physics, we've got society, and we've got engineering. We've got obviously a lot more stuff in these than in physics. So physics is very important. What was that? I think I saw nuclear missiles. Okay, we apparently have nuclear missiles. Didn't know that. Alright, so we've got this star over here, which hopefully loads. Yep, there we go. So we've got this planetary system here. It has a red star. So seriously, how do we know that? I wonder if that's where the other one is. So if we go back to Sol, and what's this one? I can't pronounce that one. Pono? What is it? Poyo? Poyo? It's a big system, and it has also another planet that's potentially habitable. So that is a good sign. We've got, it's wet climate, it's got water, so we've got two very neighboring systems that are good. It actually, if we go back here, there was Bernard Star, and then this one gave us Cirrus. So this one, apparently we already know from going to this star cluster. So when he's finished there, we're going to send him here, and we will get some intel on these planets and such. So this one as well has energy and such. So we kind of need to start looking at being able to go to these planets, because like if I go this building guy here, and I go Alpha Centauri, see, I can go build mining station, cannot build this type, build frontier outpost. So there we go. He actually can move to Alpha Centauri. So let's go to Alpha Centauri. I thought he actually couldn't travel there, but that makes it even easier. So we're going to send him to Alpha Centauri, and we're going to start harvesting some more of this energy. But I think you can't harvest the energy without that other thing that it said. It was like that outpost, if I'm correct. So we'll see how that plays out.
System survey complete.
He's finished. Which one? Oh, this one's already finished, that star. Okay, so there wasn't too much to do. Okay, well, you can go up to this place and do a system survey up there. So let's go to Alpha Centauri, and this guy's just coming into place now. So if I go over here, and I go, I want to build a mining. This planet is not without boundaries. Yeah, this planet is not within our boundaries. So to make it within our boundaries, build an observation post. So can be built in orbit around planets inhabited by primitive civilization to study society. What's this one? Fleet stance, science. I think that's what I need. Or is it frontier outpost? The frontier outpost is a space station used to claim uninhabited star system, so that's what we need to build. So this costs 200. Its monthly maintenance is 1 influence, which is costly. You know, we're losing influence because of that. Build a mega structure. Cool. It costs 200.
Complete.
Research complete. Ah, there we go. So let's just pause this for a second. So we just finished our engineering research, and what has come up? So we got fusion missiles. So this will do that. That's its cost. Large fusion missiles. You know, that's all their costs. Army damage. Powered exoskeletons. That might be better. Wearing power suit exoskeletons. Mining storage capacity might be better. And this one, robotic path. This technology will lead to further advancements in the field of robotics. Should we go down that path? Probably. So I'm gonna take that research. These guys are almost done their researches. I think we need to take this gamble in making. This is the better of the habitable area. So this guy just finished this place, and it does have a habitable planet. This planet is good. We can colonize it. We can spend a lot of money to colonize these places. I don't think this is the better of the systems. I think you can head back to Sol, but Alpha Centauri has a lot of value. We can earn a lot of energy credits from this place. So we're actually going to add this. You know, we're going to claim this system. You know, we should add this to our frontier. So we're going to build the frontier, and it also costs 100 influence to build, and then you're also sacrificing 1 a month. We're gaining 2 a month, so it's a big upgrade to do that. So system surveyed, a leader has gotten stars. He has promoted himself, which is good. So we need to look at what more ways of gaining influence. So influence. Anomaly found. Here we go. So Cirrus 3. It seems life has found a way, even on a planet torn between extremes of rocky soils and liquid seas. So let's check that one out. So as I was going to read, influence represents political clout and is used for many things like enacting etiquettes. Why are you doing that? Enacting etiquettes, recruiting leaders, building frontier outposts, and dealing with factions. The gain rate remains fairly constant throughout the game, but can be increased by 1. Winning the support of factions in our empire, 2. Declaring other empires your rivals. So that's how we're going to gain influence. So it's about seeing new people and building new factions and that. So, here we go. Look at this, monthly influence. So, planetary unification. Let's read this first. So, fascinating creatures roam the plains and coasts of Cirrus 3. The UNS Drake, I swear this one's doing all the findings, reports that life forms are using tools, however primitive, and may have the potential for eventually achieving sapience. Ooh, how is that? That's interesting. Science Officer Jamal Bilal stresses that finding alien life in this state is a rare opportunity, and we should pay special attention, maybe even uplift them to become our subjects. He's talking about slavery. I think he is. Interesting. So, let's have a look here. So, this one here, we had opportunity to increase our monthly influence. So, this etiquette creates broad information delivering mechanisms, ensuring that constant and positive narrative is maintained. Effects last 10 years. Happiness plus 10. Planetary etiquettes and temporary planetary monitors that can be achieved by spending influence. So, and this goes down. Administrative paths. This technology will lead to further advancements in capital buildings and influence gain, upgrade planetary capitals, and require high-level buildings. So that's a no-brainer. I think we should do it. I kind of think I wouldn't mind doing some of the military stuff, but I think since we're spending influence, we need to also back it up. So let's go to. Where was that? Where's Cirrus? I don't think you can't quick hop to these places without, unless you, like, have that frontier. But I want to go to this place. So, contact report pre-sapient beings. Following previous discoveries, our lower forms of life, the human capital, receives news of the UNS Drake, observations of beings with impressive, if latent, cognitive capabilities and great of evolutionary potential. Science Officer Jamal Bilal report is received with marked enthusiasm. So, they were talking about Cirrus 3. So this social research. So I don't really know. Social research is used to research new technologies and can increase our output by building biolabs or colonies by constructing research stations around certain planets and stars. So this one can get us 3. And this one has, we can colonize this planet if we actually wanted to. Surface. And the surface has, by the looks of it, our first look at an alien race, the Clagain. I wonder if they're in No, they're not listed. Or yeah, they're not listed on here because we haven't communicated with them. But maybe that's something for a future episode. We will try and communicate with these guys. I'm gonna leave that research ship there. Has this guy finished building this, or is he still doing it? Construction of that. It's at 4%. Is it 4%? I don't know. That looks at something else. But yeah, let's maybe like speed this up a little bit just to get that frontier post built.
System survey complete.
Oh, you've done a system survey. Thank you. Oh, he actually finished Cirrus. Oh, okay, so he actually haven't finished. So that's good. Let's go back. Let's go back to Alpha Centauri. So when this is built, and I think this is the meter for it to be built. So yeah, that's the meter that it's building. So yeah, frontier outpost 54%. So it takes a while to build these outposts, but this will allow us to expand our colony. We can start getting some good energy. We've got 2 good planets that we can colonize. It looks like we can colonize a max of directly control 3. We can effectively control 3 colonized systems.
Research complete.
So I wonder, how do we expand that? Let's check this research. So new research. Let's select new research. So we have got planet fortification toughness, deflectors, so just increases time, energy storage capability or capacity, sorry, and global energy management. So. And this is what unlocks an energy grid, producers, and this unlocks fusion reactor. I don't know what's better. Field manipulation, particles. I feel like this kind of gives us more, so we'll go towards that because that will help. Let's keep this guy going. How much have you got? It's at 67%, so we don't have too long left. I want to at least get this built in this episode and such. I think if we're gonna colonize areas, I would take Cirrus over Poyo. Just purely because that has the society research and it has the other alien race, and we could potentially build a relationship with that alien, like lower alien race, like to be in mind. They're not as smart as us, but we can make them as smart as us. I don't know if that would be a good thing, a bad thing, or what. It'd be an interesting thing. This continental world can hold 14. This one has 16 tiles. This one has 16 and 11. So we don't have to. If we're going to take Alpha Centauri, we should take the 2 planets in Alpha Centauri, really, because we don't want another alien race building in our own system. So now that's built. So now this guy can go here, and I think I can tell him to do a mining station. And yes, we can do mining stations at these planets, so we can build that. So we will work towards that on the next episode. So as usual, guys, thank you all for watching. Hope you have an awesome day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. So have a good day, guys.